Test. That's working. Okay, so Discord. Which is the way I'll actually do this. Oh wait. Only one chat. What the hell is that? Wait, what the hell? Test. Test. That was weird. Yeah. And where the hell's the? Hey, maybe that'll actually start updating. I hear this. And this one should automatically have me. Wait, didn't I update my stream? Oh shit, I forgot to update my stream thing. Um, the information. This is the one I'd want. Okay, so it's updated. It's set to chat. Oh, forgot my tablet. So I can actually see chat because this game I can't get the screen the right size to see chat and really. So, that's weird. I can still only hear the sound through the TV, but all the other sounds going through the headset. Um, come on. Oops. Still in dark mode. Random mode, so switch back to this. There we go. As you can see, I've got a bit of the YouTube link at the bottom now because I finally figured out how to set the links up on my Twitch, so now you can just go straight to my YouTube to see all past videos from now on without trying to find me. Okay. I think it has to be set in options maybe. Audio. Ah, there we go. Much better. I don't know what that is. Some data thing got blocked for this game, but still running. So I'm going to be doing every mission on hard from this area and onwards to not sure what time. Also, I was stream this with David Dishonest, but unfortunately he went offline. So this is the first mission I'm starting with.
in the crypt, you hear the strange and unsettling echoes that Kaya spoke. Strange. Sarcophagi line the wall. You notice something strange about the wall to the west. You found some kind of
This is a
secret door
Necromancer
in the
gnome
wall.
build.
Once you
Super
open it,
overpowered,
you can
pretty
reach
awesome build.
whatever's behind it.
Sword ability at high levels, extremely high. I soloed the game up to level 20. But I've only got up to actually level 8 missions on Elite so far.
A chest. It's out in the open. Acid sprays out of the wall as the gate slams shut.
Oh, what does that stuff do? Oops. There's my little companion. Right, there's my companion. You can do tricks and stuff, which is pretty cool. Let's see what this thing does. Resonating, bonus. Ooh. Even though I'm a necromancer, right now I don't really have too many necromancy spells, so I might actually use that. I think that's better than what I'm using now. That's the Lord. Spell. Yeah, this is better. Only problem I had with a necromancer through all the levels was the undead area, because being a necromancer, all my spells are pretty much heals all the undead, so it makes it a bit hard. Fuck, there's a mosquito in my room.
What were those cultists up to? This bear a treasure chest glimmers in the dark passage here.
Well, the only thing in these two chests are the starter thing telling you which weapons to use for zombies, and in the other one down that way is a mace, which is good for skeletons.
There's a Sahuagin in here, performing some kind of ritual.
Come, dead son of Kor.
A magical crest appears from the destroyed altar. If you take it with you, it may be useful later. You continue to hear cultists about their evil work from further inside the crypt.
This game's a lot of fun. You've got all this stuff too, so like disabling semi-on traps and the level of this traps can get you bonus XP. Destroying all the like pots and sarcophagus and doors and all that stuff can give you a bonus XP. And killing all the enemies as well can give you a bonus XP up to 15% on everything, I think. Get back here. Haha.
As you slay these foul cultists, take care to keep your own health up. Another treasure chest.
Yeah, this is pretty much the tutorial, so I think like what to use for zombies and what to use for skeletons.
Their bones are resistant
yeah,
to puncturing or slashing weapons.
as she is explaining.
There's another Sahuagin.
And she laughs when I laugh. That's a bit creepy.
In life you served the light, but in death you shall serve the devourer.
The Sahuagin. These devourer altars will create a blight of undead upon Korthos. Another crest drops out as you smash the altar. There might still be other altars elsewhere in this crypt.
Yeah, so it's lots of that screen. That's good. Right, there it is. Just sending a link to my friend. Might get him in the mood to actually play this game. Josh? He changed his name. on our thing. That's weird. Oh, although I did change my name on my Facebook too, because you have to have your full actual name to use Quest VR. Burn your ass. But I get the crest. Yep. These are the shrines. I think you get unlimited reses, and in elite you can only ever use this once. I think hard and normal you can use that. There's like a time limit, so you can end up using the same shrine twice or more, but you have to wait for a long time. But I'm not sure what the time is for normal and hard. I do miss my wizard rogue, but since I'm on an absolute new server and stuff, I want to have a decent character to go through and unlock everything.
Is an evil devourer altar. By it,
Like
the
the
Sahuagin rumbles.
level
Generations,
instant level 4 build, level instant level 7 build, and all that stuff.
Sahuagin's plan must have been to use these devourer altars to animate every body in this crypt. But by your hand, when the altar collapses, a third crest appears. It glows with cold magic.
You can get hirelings to help you solo as well for like healing, tanks. I think there's wizard ones too. You can get a hiring, whatever it is, to do like firewalls and stuff. Yeah, a little echo. I think one is a little bit too loud. Must have been that one. That's it. Welcome in. Let's go to mod view so I can keep it track on. Let's see. Who's that? Muskin. Sony PlayStation. Welcome to the stream. This is a free-to-play game, but like most free-to-play games, it's only free-to-play up to a certain point.
And behind it, another you fit the
But
last
it's like $20 Australian for a
the
month.
magic shield dissipates.
But it's a bargain compared to, say, World of Warcraft, because when you pay for a month for this game, you access all the DLC, all the game, and everything that came out for that game.
Looking down at a corpse
But
on
with
the
World of
altar,
Warcraft, you have to pay for the subscription, and then you also have to pay for the
hero of hate and blood,
DLC
shall
too.
bleed the devourer's teeth.
Need to try these first, so I can get the maximum XP. There we go.
your bold action saved Korthos and brought the Sahuagin's fell scheme to naught. The treasure chest
Ooh.
in the antechamber is now yours.
Can I do mod view in my tablet? No, I can't do mod view in my thing. That's a shame. Yeah, I have to use my tablet to keep track because, like I said, the screen goes from side to side. Like, it fits perfectly in this, but yet half the other games don't want to fit. Doesn't matter which one I take, I'm just going to sell it for money anyway. I better pick up the quest again just in case my friend does want to play and we have to redo this again. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm staying level 2 because when my friend joins, he's going to be only level 1. It means I've still got to build up a shit ton of XP though, because if you notice, I'm like, this character is a iconic hero, so he's technically level 15. But if you don't actually level up to 15 and you just stay level 1 and come all the way back here and stuff, you can pretty much do every single quest, get max XP and stuff for, but you have like no items until you find some. Uh, and you get access to all the iconic heroes when you get a month too, so you don't even have to buy that.
Hopefully the key is still somewhere in
Well,
the
except for
storage.
2, which they still have to pay for, which is weird. But some of the fun things you can do with iconic heroes is re-roll them. So like, but if you re-roll them, then you have to pretty much make them level 15, because after reincarnating them or using the Heart of Wood, they pretty much have to go max level the next time around. You can't just leave the area without doing that. But I did make a pretty sick paladin using the iconic iconic fighter, and then turning him into a paladin. And I also turned the iconic
This
bard
appears
into
to be
a
the storeroom. It seems the villagers, a large silver key falls out of the crate.
to a sorcerer, which I do want to try running one day because they do have
Somehow
elemental
noticed
forms
the
now.
hidden passage demanded the key. You mustn't let the scrolls fall into foul hands.
You can actually first person aim bows as well in this game, which is pretty cool. So like if you're in an area with like a massive area, like some maps are really big. So like if even if you can't see enemies, so like say there's an enemy there like much further that way and shit, but I know it's somewhere around there, but I can't see him. I can go to this or just like this, aim like this, and pretty much start shooting arrows down the pathway, and I can hit the enemy and like snipe them before they even get close. Not many games have that sort of options.
The door swings open. It appears that the floor in this room
There's a lot of different puzzles in this game. I can do it like this as well. So like that one, they'll like that one. Alright, yeah, that one get lit up when I do this.
The protective spell dissipates All that remains now is to take and deliver the scroll.
This time you just recall out of the dungeon when you finish it, but when you're that close to the entrance of the dungeon, you don't really need to recall because it's right there. It'll take longer to recall out than just walking out. Reflex save. Which spell do I have on? Force life. When you're playing free to play though, you can't skip to elite straight away. You have to do them in order. So you have to do like easy, normal, and then hard. But this game rewards you for so much for actually doing all the quests. Like this 400 favor, and I unlocked the Warforge, which is a tanky living construct race. They can't be poisoned, they don't need to breathe in water or anything. They have and they have their own self armor too, which is pretty good. The pretty good race, but you need to get to 400 faction points to unlock them, or pay for it, or have a subscription. So if you're on free to play and you'll make a Warforge, you have to get this 400. That's I need a drink. That's better. In this game, there's no class restrictions either. If I want to be, say, a wizard with full heavy armor, I can do that. But equipped armor that you're not proficient in will give you arcane failure, like a chance. So if you cast spells, there's a chance that it'll fail. But there's abilities and stuff to bypass that, so you can actually wear like mithril armor that has the lowest spell fail on it, and then use it. I think the enhancements or abilities that will allow you to still have 100% cast rate in heavy armor, which you don't usually get in any sort of games. Usually, if you play a caster, you're stuck in robes. But this game, there's no restrictions like that. But I can also like multi-class if I want to. So if I wanted to, I can take sorcerer or ranger. Which my first character I ever made was a wizard ranger. Well, I didn't take any classes of ranger, but I was a wizard with a high dex and intelligence. So then when I ran out of spell points, I could sit back and still range stuff. That's why I made the wizard rogue out, because it gave me the ability to pick locks and disable traps and stuff. So
Ahead is the cellar.
it has two uses. So even if I run out of spell points, I can still use my rogue abilities for backstab and all that stuff.
You can feel the life-saving heat emanating from the magic crystal Boldar spoke of.
I almost did this on late solo, but if one guy got past all the oil slicks and stuff and hit the crystal once and it breaked. There's many different elements in this game, and they have the same sort of thing as like Pokemon. So ice enemies are weak against fire. Fire enemies are weak against water attacks, and like there's like other enemies that are weak against corrosive or even strong against corrosive. Like there's a golem that if you use a corrosive attack on it, it will heal it up. But the other golems, if you use the corrosive attack, it injures them a lot. Get back here. Oh. Still 7 to go. This mission can be hard on higher levels because that crystal's not hard to break. And this game's also not like other games because other games you need like when you're doing your stats, when you get armor and shit, you want like the same stats on all the armor to get like maximum HP and maximum damage and stuff. This game does not have that. You can have like dexterity on like 2 or 3 pieces of armor, but the highest dexterity piece will only be added to your total or intelligence. So if you had like +6 intelligence on your goggles and +5 on your helmet, you'd only get the benefits of the goggles. And that's like for every stat too, so you pretty much have to juggle your armor around, juggle everything around to try to figure out what's going to be better for you and stuff. Because there's some items that you can get some pretty good intelligence and other stats on, and then some items you might not. So you might want to put intelligence on an item that you won't get any other good uses out of it, because then you might just say, "Oh, you finished." Nice.
Protecting the Caneth crystal and saving Korthos.
Like, I got boost, concentration. Yeah, so I got intelligence and charisma on here. Normally you can find a lot of charisma or wisdom cloaks, but there's also like so many other super powered cloaks in the game that a lot of times you sort of want to have like your wisdom on your helmet, intelligent on goggles and stuff to leave this one free, and like your necklaces you really don't want those sort of stats on because there's a lot of like high level protection necklaces or high protection necklaces will add to your armor and stuff, making you more tanky. But if you got like all your intelligence based on your necklace, then it sort of makes it hard to equip the thing. Oh yeah, I've got X block. So piercing and bludgeoning, slash and bludgeoning. Let's do that. Yeah, the more quests you can do lower level at higher difficulty, the more XP you'll get as well.
Your waiting bears fruit. This must be the collaborator stepping in from the dark.
There we go, so he ran off and now we have a fight. Raids I've done is I think I've done most of the raids except for the Dragon Raid and Giant Hold. I think I've never done one of those raids yet. But I do have a full set of blue dragon armor on and black dragon armor on most of my guys now, so because I bought them off the auction house. Because since I played the game from day one, I picked up a bunch of Heart of Dragon or something, and they sell for so much money.
You notice a small chest hidden behind the bar.
But it's many different races, many different classes in this game. I might show them at the end.
You have weathered the Southwargan storm.
And unlike most MMOs,
Jacoby Drexel
this will not regen until I get to a shrine. There are items that can regen this, but not by much. The most I can regen for mana is 20. Which is good for my build because I do get like a super OP, I get a really good attack that only costs like 10 mana. And it can heal up my companion. Oh, elemental types. Here's some different element types in this game. This is a actually a map. Lawful Outsider Bane 1, that's actually pretty good. As you can see, it's got the little apostrophe on it, so that means I get penalties because I don't have the proficiency with exotic weapons. But some items can have race bound, so it might you can get like a weapon what's only halflings can use, but then it'll have like a UMD next to it. So if you have like a paladin, which usually has really high, that can have a high UMD or a bard, you can bypass a lot of the restrictions of race bound items and other bound items like nature, I think as well, and use them anyway. Let's reset my filter. Welcome in. Hope you enjoying the stream so far. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Everyone's being quiet tonight. There are combo attacks in this game, which is pretty cool too. So at level think 3, I get a move web. So it shoots out like a spider web that can trap enemies and stuff. And then if I use a area of effect fire attack on it, it will set the webs on fire doing extra damage, but it will destroy the spider web too. But there's like other moves that can be comboed like that. Boink. See, that's the thing I was talking about, spell failure. So I can equip this armor and use it, but I have a 10% chance of my spells not working. But if this was like a mithril piece, that would be 0. So I think mithril can take away 15% or 20% or something. So I could wear like a full plate or like I think a half plate. Mithril armor has no spell failure with mithril, I think. Or maybe it's leather armor, I'm not really 100% sure though. There's smelts in this game, there's massive guild ships in this game, so the bigger your guild, the bigger ship you can get to.
Has nowhere left to run. Finish the job.
I've only gone down once but I didn't die because you can get up to minus 10 health and not die in this game. Well, actually, you get up to minus 9. If you get minus 10 then you die, and you can get like, if you're down like minus 8 or something, someone can just heal you straight up without needing to res you. See, like a bow like that would actually be good for my if I was using like a corrosive or lightning build, and something like that would be pretty good. So much XP did I get? 1,300. Not bad XP. Yeah, that also has the same thing too. Things like power can only stack on the highest one. But there's a power and there's a wizardry, and they both stack. So if this had wizardry 1 on it, I could stack it with the power ring. But because they're the same item, it won't ever happen. Huh. So you got all your different banes, your cold touch is like a elemental thing. You can get all different weapons and stuff that can bypass different resistances. Oh, wait, that has cold damage. I was saying the other thing. What is it? Or like adamantine and stuff. You can get adamantine weapons that can bypass adamantine armor of warforges and stuff. Because warforges can have a natural damage reduction and stuff. Makes them much harder to kill. Casting's not free in this game because most of the stuff requires materials and stuff, so all these are going to be spells eventually. But if you look on, let's see. Yeah, components. Some spells have components, some spells don't have components. Or it might have different components, like Stone Skin requires Diamond Dust, I think it is, to cast Stone Skin on yourself. But this one here doesn't, because this is a specialty ability of my Necromancer. Level 4 Wizard will have I'll be able to turn into an Undead Wraith, which is probably like the best one. Although I think you get to choose which one you want to turn into. Let me just double check that. Oh yeah, you get to choose one and you get 3 different ones, I think. Wait, oh no. This is something else. This is for, oh yeah, this is the upgrades for your Undead Shroud. So you can make it so you get more necromancy damage. What's this? 50% bonus to electrical absorption. Take no extra damage from lights. Yeah, so there's this like little bus for your thing. So I guess then, oh, is this it? Oh, I'm trying to get this up. This thing here, this this makes the thing a lot better. When blocking an undead shroud, you gain invisibility, displacement, which is pretty much blur. So, and combined with my natural blur of the race, which I get at level, well, if I can get enough points into it. So that plus the uh, this, you get like a 50% blur chance, which makes it harder for them to hit you unless they got ghost touch. So wizard only put 20 points into it though, and get to level 4 if I can have this. So you get Shroud of Ninja King. Each one is like unique and have different sort of abilities. So Ninja King, you have Con, Intelligence, Negative Healing Application, and stuff. I think they all have that 100% critical resistance. Yeah, they all have that critical resistance, but each one has something different in it. So Zombie has more Constitution, but I think it's minus Intelligence. Slow attack. Vampire, you get Intelligence and Charisma and Wisdom and Perform. And your melee attacks have a chance to heal you, so pretty much you become a vampire. So if you build like a attack and vampire caster and stuff, you can still heal yourself and still be really good. This one gives you the. Hmm, they must have got rid of the debuff for a zombie. It used to be +4 con, but -2 intelligence, I thought. But that's before they added the tree system to the game. But yeah, so every race gets the race tree or iconic tree if you pick iconic. Then you get 3 different trees for your class. And then you have all these ones you can buy. So these ones are the bought ones you can have. But if I took another class, I'll get 3 more for that class. And then if I take a third class, I'll get another 3. It can a lot of talents to pick from. Although you really want to just go on one tree though, because the trees have things and that benefit your thing. Although I have seen some people try to make multi-tree ones like, oh no, what was that? This one. This might be good for a tank build because you get like a shadow blade. Not sure how good the shadow blade is, but it sounds really cool. Okay, so I've done all the quests in here. Let's just buy some materials. Um, yeah, if you've got a rogue class or anyone who can pick locks, you need to buy these to help you open the locks. Oh, it says red one, fine sand. Sorceries, Warlock, Wizard, yep. There we go. Yeah, but every caster class has their own unique thing too. So, favorite souls, clerics need this, advisors need this, wizards, warlocks, and sorcerers use these, bards use this, alchemists, druids. That's weird. I thought there was some for paladins too, but I guess because you don't get high enough to get paladin skills until like he leaves this area, because paladin skills don't come out until level 4. That's probably why they're not in here. hoping to stream this with my friend tomorrow or when he's free. Even if I have to go get a Steam card so you can have access to iconic heroes.
The air grows damp and fetid as the ancient tunnel descends.
Hey, you didn't even get a chance to hit the door for once.
The tunnel splits. Which way to the giant?
That purple means that it was double damage because he was weak to fire. But if I hit him with a saying he was strong against, the attack will be yellow. The hell? What's that? But oh, I just realized that. This is something about. I'll be right back. I just need to get a power pack because yeah, I put my tablet on charge, but I forgot to turn the thing on. Yeah. Oh, that's what I got power packs for. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Tablet back on charge. Let's see who's in chat now. Sony, Mask One. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Yeah, so as a rogue, I could disable all these traps. Okay, that was close. You can avoid traps and stuff with a reflex save, but you'll take like tiny bit of damage, like half damage or 10% damage or something. I'm not really sure on what the damage is for that.
The sound of distant snoring.
But you can also
We're not alone here.
get a thing, it's a dodge thing for rogues and stuff. So even if they make a successful save, they take 0 damage from all traps. That's why most paladin builds you'll see will be like 2 rogue and then the best paladin because you get it at level 2. Let's see. See, they're taking 3 levels paladin rogue. They also got monk, so I'm guessing they must be interesting. Must be some sort of new, really good build. Paladin, monk, rogue. But as you see, they've got 3 classes they're using. Wizard Rogue, yeah. I made my first Wizard Rogue back before Giant Hold and before anyone else. Not many people made that class and stuff, and a lot of people say that wasn't going to work and stuff, but when I did that back in Giant Hold, I was able to do 1/6 on Elite and do all the traps in the Dragon Rage with like no problems. It's a fun build during the Visage Rogue though because you can do so much and get more XP for the droop. See, I'll see if I can save this and a save, so I took some damage, but if I didn't do a save, I would have taken a lot more damage.
The last Sahagin guard collapses to the floor. But what are they guarding? The extravagant gong in this room looks capable of, with the gong's reverberations, you hear a slight rumble from the larger room. But then it stops. The second strike of the gong produces the telltale sound of cracking ice.
Oops, I forgot about that. Yeah, but you get summoning spells as well. I might get a Highland for the last mission and show what the Highlands look like and how they work. So, like, if you only got like 2 friends or 3 friends playing the game, you can all get Highlands and stuff and make up for what you're missing. So you can have like tank, rogue, wizard, and then have like 2 healers or a bard or something following you that you can control. Well, you can't control, but you can like tell them what moves to use and stuff.
You spot a rusty hatch submerged in the putrid water.
Best thing about my class is I don't need underwater action once I get to level
Emerge
4.
from the murky water with great relief. The air seems slightly cooler here.
You don't get full health from healing at shrines either, unless you have a high heal. So this one here. But if you get this high enough and stuff, you get more HP back at the shrines. But usually if you run with like a clerk or a paladin or something, that's usually no problem. You usually get max health back then. But you always get your maximum spell points.
The temperature plunges as you ford ahead. The giantish device must be near.
Although as a caster I do get knocks. Ability to open locks with spells, which comes in handy. Oh, winter boots. That's a cold resist. There we go. So you get like a lot of different resistances and stuff during this game. And this shows you survivability and stuff.
Ahead is the
So that
giantish.
counts for your dodge, your armor,
It is spewing
your resistances and all that stuff. So the higher all that stuff is, the higher survival chance you have.
to redirect them.
With my other Necro on the other server, I can get that up to 1,800 saying, which is higher than most paladins. Where did you come from?
mist solidifies into ice over the ancient creature, but it's not enough. You need both jets to affect a thing of this size. A layer of ice forms over the ancient creature, guaranteeing its slumber. Korthos is safe for now. Steam billows from the hidden entrance to an underground complex.
Oops. Oh, I think I did the same mistake I did last time. I turned my TV off while I was shutting down my PlayStation, right? If the TV turns off before the PlayStation 5, then it goes into standby mode. Oh, no, it turned off, that's good. Yeah, but this game's a lot of fun. Right, it's from my tour. Oh yeah, it's from you, that's on, yeah. Something new, that's good. And there's plenty of missions in this game to do. And as long as you got a subscription, you pretty much have access to every single quest in the game.
Sewer grate leads to an old abandoned Cannith manufactory. You enter one of the laboratories where decades ago, House Cannith first imbued mystical life into automatons. Much later, these automatons became the Warforged. The doorway ahead has been boarded up. Oddly, the work looks very recent.
Yeah, but every mission gives you a set amount of faction points, so I don't think it shows you here. Nope, it doesn't show you. But in here it does. There it is. So elite, you get 9 to 12, depending on the mission and how big it is and stuff. I think you can get more as well, but hard you only get like less than what you'd get for elite. So yeah, so the missions in the first area, so they're like worth 6 points elite, but 4 for hard, and I think 2 for normal. But the more faction points you get, the better perks you unlock. So like I showed before, you unlock Warforged with 400, you unlock the 32-point build, so when you're making the character up, you get more points to spend. If I was a Warforged, I'd be able to not get poisoned. But only my strength is damaged, so it's not too bad. It was only for a few seconds. But I'm still poisoned for a thing, and I think every now and then I'm going to might lose like a random stat. Some of the best weapons in the game are like weapon that decreases someone's constitution on strikes. You can get down a heavy repeater or light repeater, you're pretty much set because every enemy in the game has a set amount of constitution and stuff. So if you drain the constitution down to 0, it automatically kills them because, well, they've got no HP. But some things can resist that stuff as well. Yeah, but they're my stats right now. Shouldn't that be higher? I guess not. You do get tomes from dungeons and stuff too, of raids. They increase your maximum thing to at one point or more.
Without the alchemical jets coating the Canith power crystals, you can now easily destroy them.
There's a skeleton. He should be in here.
As the last crystal shatters, the hum of power slowly fades into a
Some of the
heavy
raids
sigh.
can be pretty epic. Like the Warforged Titan, you have to run up the huge staircase or ladder, run along these platforms on the roof to go activate something to knock the Warforged on its ass so they can drop something on it. But that's pretty far away. So if I had Nox right now, I could unlock this door. If I had a Nox item, I could unlock the door, but I haven't picked one up, which is weird. 'Cause I know my last character I made, I managed to find one of those. It's like a little build that unlocks doors and stuff with a 99 skill check on it. So anything below, I think there's only one door in the game that has 100% thingy, so you need to find the key to open it because there's nowhere to pick it.
Who in the flame are you?
So yeah,
Oh no. The Sahuagin found me.
Suddenly the air shimmers with
I
devour.
should put Isle Stick on.
The Sahagin have followed you in and are attacking. Haythams will have this in your hands now.
They wouldn't have sent so few after me. Stay alert.
Yeah, I'll try to convince my friend to make a wind elemental sorcerer or
Sahuagin are still
an
blocking
ice
our
one.
escape. What
Because the ice
more
goes with his favorite name and stuff. Every cast he ever made usually has the same name. I'm not going to repeat it because then someone might, if someone watches this and decides to play this game, they might steal it and he would maybe use his name. I mean, even half of my names are taken. Usually I do like Dark Hex or Shadow Hex or something like that, and I had to like do the misspelled version because every other name was taken of mine. Come on. There we go.
Now you see what I have to deal with. Once the Sahuagin get upset, they won't stop until you're dead. We might actually get through this. Just hold for a little longer.
So how's everyone going?
The Sahuagin magic is gone. We beat them off. This time.
Hayden looks weary after surviving this latest attack. Perhaps you should talk to him again.
That'd be a good item for my friend if he wants to run his tank.
Go now. Tell Ursa to hold the barricade just a little longer. Then meet Amalgam at the base of Misery's Peak when you're ready.
With Hayton finally persuaded to help, the people of Korthos might finally win their struggle.
The hell? I must have attacked when I
A
alt tabbed
manual
out to check
silvery
chat.
leads to an old
I can
abandoned
see chat, but I want to make sure
building.
that the chat's working and stuff, just in case someone messaged me and it's not going through the tablet for some reason. What the hell is attacking me? Oh. Dead now. But there's 2 starting areas for this game now. But I'm not going to show off the second starting area yet because I need to be a bit higher for that. And I think they do stuff at low level and stuff, and that's where you can go get your first horse too. There's like it's sort of like this area. This area is like a semi-dungeon sort of thing. It's like a big open area where it has dungeons in it, but also has like quests, bosses, and other stuff. And same with the other starting area. But the other starting area can also have bosses that give you chests that give you the items to get mounts. Right, the boss didn't spawn? Oh, there's the boss. That boss usually has like a 9% spawn chance. I've seen it sometimes not spawn, but rarely.
The decrepit catacombs are slightly obscured by the falling water. You enter a musty hall, heavy with silence and the weight of dark stone. All of a sudden, the sense of rot and decay assail your nostrils. Something foul is here. In the corner, you see the glint of metal through some cobwebs. As the secret door slides open, you see a magical cell across the chamber. Could it be Holders?
I think you get some pretty good gloves if you open that thing up. Paladins and clerks can get the ability to turn undead, which just automatically kills all these things if you have a high enough charisma. Comes in handy. Then the good spells are like firewalls and stuff, because you use the firewall in a lot of raids and big dungeons and stuff where you like get the tank to bring all the enemies to this one spot, and you have like a bunch of firewalls down, and the tank will just sit there with the shield up, killing everything, or just sitting there, and then enemies kill himself off the firewall. That's how I got put through most of the game with my character. Because once I have that ability, I can pretty much just block and get past most of it. Also, this ability helps so I can actually go through enemies and not get surrounded and cornered. Sometimes you can get like stuck when you get like surrounded by too many enemies, you can't run past them all and stuff. This ability would let me go straight through them all.
Cannot be. Jacoby Drexelhand stands before you. Not alive, but not quite dead.
So if I had light damage right now, which I don't think. Oh yeah, wizards do get 1 or 2 light attacks, but that's not until like a much higher level.
Drexelhand spits a curse and swears to return again before collapsing in a heap of bones. You take the cell key from his remains.
Oh, why are you
Decrepit
assholes doing that?
slightly obscured by the falling
By
water.
followers, no. Report you. Right. I hope that person. Oops. Yeah, sorry, I got a bunch of whispers from a bot account, which are now blocked. Anyone who tries to sell viewers and all that crap, I usually report because it's scamming Twitch, scamming the communities that are taking so much effort to build up the community and make friends and stuff on it. That it's just wrong for them to advertise that sort of shit. So every time they try to advertise on my channel or something, I report and block them. Although I can't now because I've got Moodbot that automatically blocks them and times them out. What the hell is that? Yeah. But back to Queston. Oh, thanks for the follow, you Mask One. Right. Account created following since 2 hours ago. How come it's not my mod actions? Oh, that's right. There's literally a delay for that. Yeah, I don't. I'm still learning the commands and stuff because I'm doing this mostly. I'm trying to figure stuff out with my learning this for the series. Sometimes it's a bit hard for me to understand some of this shit, but I'm slowly working stuff out. Like I've worked out today how to actually get the links working for my Twitch and YouTube. So I'm actually happy about that. I actually figured that I followed the instructions and stuff and was a little confused at that stuff, but I sort of know what I'm doing on that part now. Which is good because I can use that to help my friend out when they start streaming. I do have a Discord and there's a link in there to join. If you're a streamer, let me know and I'll put you up to streaming and stuff. You can post in the self-advertising there's also one-time self-advertising too. So if you're streaming or taking a break from streaming or going to stream, put your link there so people who join my Discord can give you a follow as well, and I'll keep an eye out for you for when you do start streaming. So I thought it'd be nice to have a one-time advertising thing for people who might be taking a break from streaming stuff, so then they can still get interested parties watching. But I also like the open self-advertising thing too. I've got mine set to you can advertise 2 times within 24 hours because I sometimes do multiple streams a day. So I might stream in the morning, take a break for lunch and tea, and then come back after tea for my normal time stream. But a lot of people would like to only have like one stream every 24 hours, which is understandable. They don't want their thing to get spammed. So I thought I'll do 2 just in case there's people who like to do like thing like uh Figaro. She streams up to 2 times a day as well. She streams in the morning and then takes a 2-hour break, then come back and do another stream 2 hours later, and then finish for the day. So for people like her, it'd be good because she can advertise for both times, and then if someone sees that she is streaming and she's not streaming, then they thought, oh well, she's off for the night and stuff, and then she gets back on and no one knows. And there's like missed opportunities to see a really good streamer. She's a variety streamer like me. She's doing Clown Week right now. So she's playing like a bunch of clown horror games. Oh crap. I might actually curse. Oh, God, it's only Bane. There's some things like some curses and stuff that will stay for you forever until you go to the priest in the inn to remove it. But did I hit the lever? Yeah, it's activated. It's like a bunch of levers you have to pull to open up a door to a chest. But one of the reasons why I like streams is because there's really so many cool people like JV, Morg, Figaro, Dole, Cuddles. Cuddles is pretty cool. She's like one of my biggest followers, like one that I'm always going to absolutely appreciate because she's really, she's just such a great person, great attitude, super friendly and super nice and stuff. And she's just like absolutely awesome and stuff. I'm glad that she found me. I don't know how she found me again. I think she might have found me through Morg's channel or Morg's Discord or something, but I'm glad she did. She does some pretty cool videos as well. She plays Phasmo and all that stuff, which is a lot of fun. I do sometimes stream Phasmo. I haven't streamed Phasmo in a while though because the person I normally stream Phasmo with been doing a lot of Dead by Daylight and stuff. What's today? Friday, so he streams again tomorrow. I think he's doing more Dead by Daylight stuff. Oh, I forgot to turn the green one on. Why is this still locked? I guess it's in here. Yep, that's the one I missed. So this is sort of like this whole area is sort of like tutorial, so it's going to show you stuff that's going to come into the game later on, like multiple switches, crystal gates, and all this other stuff you have to do to open up doors and stuff. Things to watch out for, like traps and stuff. That's a docent. That's like a wolf forge armor. Trace Couples has a drama chat. I haven't seen her in a while. I think she, although she's probably getting ready to stream as well. Which, if she does, I'm probably not fading out to either her or Dole or Saint. Whichever one comes on first is the thing. But I usually I try to raid the lowest viewers. If I have viewers and stuff, I usually just raid the lowest one because everyone's always helping me and stuff. I figured if I long enough I keep raiding the lowest one too, I'm helping them out to get viewers and stuff. That's why Twitch is such a good platform because it's just super friendly people. That death aura he has, once I turn Necromancer, if I come across one of those guys, he would have actually been healing me up instead of damaging me. Okay, let's open this door. Ooh, where's that freeze? Oh, that's not good. I've got a yellow connection. I think my modem needs to be reset. There we go, it's back. I think that indicator's alright on, so unlike other games which won't tell you if your game's kind of lag and stuff, this one it has like a little icon that come up. I think you can always have it on, but if it goes yellow or red, it will actually come up and showing you even if you don't have the option on. To let you know, watch out, find somewhere safe to go because there's a bit of lag or something.
You have breached the Devourer's sanctuary. From ahead, you hear a woman's plaintive cry for help.
Let's go save the people first. No extra XP. Also, I can round these guys up and attack them. The Avengers is a fun class to get, especially if you get the things like fear arrows, so they start running away in fear and stuff, but the hell? Oh shit, I found the Fiend finish the quest when I didn't want to. Yeah. I didn't check the name. Oh. Usually she's in the last part, but for the last 2 times I've done this, she's been very here. Which is weird.
The last imprisoned villager grasps your outstretched hand, rising and running for freedom. The Devourer will...
I bet next time I do this, if I decide to go down there for once, 2 out of 3 times, she'll be down there. But if I go up there, then she'll be up there. Yeah, because she's usually in the pit, that little bowl thing down here. She's usually inside one of those. So the second you kill this guy, it says you've finished the mission.
Spill innocent blood no more.
Biden? What the hell is Biden? Okay, on to the last quest in this area. Oh, and just because they're firing arrows at you doesn't mean they'll hit you. You can actually just
You come across
side
an
strafe and
ancient
they'll actually miss.
A scraggly dwarf sits on a log, trying in vain to keep warm.
Let's see. Oops, wait, no, I'll keep that for my friend. I like you to jump potion. I'm getting shot at. So, like, if I'm getting shot by arrows and do that, I can fire avoid the arrows before they hit. Because I know some games you find, like, in Avenger or something, you just have to click on them, shoot the arrow, and even if they run around, the arrows just start chasing them and hit them, no matter where they go. This game, the arrows can only go straight.
Chilling breeze emanates from the mouth of
Although there is no drop rate in this game, so if you fire an arrow, it goes on endlessly until it hits something.
You're here. Come. There isn't much time. Selimus, ready your party. I'll weaken the barrier for you.
Ready! Charge!
Good. Now to clear your path.
Peyton clears the passageway for you. Now to find this quarry Mindsunder artifact.
The only attacks you can't dodge in this game are like spells or magic missiles. There are some spells you can dodge, like Fireball, Heat Ray. I think even this you can dodge because it only goes straight.
Several humanoid figures surround a glowing pedestal. Their putrid forms are frozen in contorted poses, their faces set in silent expressions.
They'll heal me. I must have used a potion on the ground. Yeah, for undead until I get to like level 6 spells, level 7 spells, then I get like Circle of Death and stuff that can instantly banish all undead. See, that was magic missiles there, they hit me, even though it missed. But you can get like a shield spell or night shield spell that can actually block magic missiles completely. I would have it on because that gives you armor, but unfortunately I've only got 4 spell slots, I need them all for attack. If you don't like spiders, this may not be a game for you. There's a lot of big spiders in this game. Although if you like killing spiders because you don't like spiders, then this game will definitely be a game for you.
The heavy door is locked by a pair of signal crystals. Hopefully the control mechanisms are in this cavern somewhere.
Yeah, this game's 1 to 6 players for dungeon modes and 12 players for raids. There's PvP in this game, but that's like in the taverns. It's like a big PvP area. You just go down and just attack everyone and have fun. There's also daily rewards as well in this game for logging on every day. You get silver if you not got VIP status. For your VIP, you get both silver and gold, which can give you some good items like XP, money, sometimes some rare items like this thing here. Long lasting elixir gives you +2 to all my stats and stuff. I'm saving that for a rainy day. I can't sell that. Bouncer account. No. Yeah, this is how the stats work. So you got your what's it, spider. See, I thought I shot that straight and it absolutely missed him. So you got your HP. That's based on your con and feats. Your magic, you got this here, which is pretty much your spell power. It's spell critical chance and spell critical multiplier. Now, since I'm getting necromancy up, I'm gonna be going into negative spell. So negative, I'm at negative 21 spell power and negative 6, and 6 on negative critical chance. But eventually that will go up higher. You got your armor based on your armor and spells and stuff. You got your dodges, so you can actually have a pretty high dodge chance. And if you combine that with like blur and stuff, you're pretty much untouchable. You got your saves, fortitude, reflexes for traps and spells like fireball and stuff. We'll save it for other spells. Base attack bonus, spell resist, so if attack hits you, has to make a higher roll because the chance might just absolutely resist. I think like you can get 21 max for spell resist. It makes it really hard to cast spells and stuff. That's your critical chance too. Warforges can have that 100% straight away. As I showed before, my undead forms will also get that up to 100% as well, so it can't be critted. Then you have all your resistances, so physical, magic, and elemental, and then your damage reductions. These are your skills. So if I was a rogue, I would have disabled device and lockpick, but because I'm not, I have these instead. But normally you don't get UMD for wizards, but because I like UMD, because if I get my UMD high enough with a greater hero and rhythm and stuff, I can actually do things like use clerk's scrolls to cast res, so I can actually resurrect people. And if you get high enough, you can use the high level one that doesn't just resurrect the player, but gives them back full HP and stuff too. Bluff can make it so you can use that, and the monsters will turn their attention away from you. Intimidate is like say a tank would have, so if the tank does that, all the enemies and stuff would turn towards you and start attacking you and ignore everything else. Perform is a bard one, so pretty much if you're a bard, you want that for your music abilities. Swim, never found much use for swim because usually by the time you need to swim, you've found an underwater action item and you can just breathe underwater anyway, so yeah. And heal. Heal pretty much just increases the amount of HP you get when you use the rest shrine, but also other things too. But same with repair, so say since I'm a wizard, I get my repair up high. If I'm at a rest shrine and a Warforged uses that, it will go off my stat, giving the Warforged more HP when he rests up. Then you got your feats. So I've got Arcane Law, defensive feats, but they're no good to me. That's me scribe scrolls that I buy. Martial fiends, but I don't need them either. Proficiencies doesn't really matter. These are the good stuff that I get, like the Hegel and UMD. But as you can see, that also gives you access to light hammer, throwing hammers, and war hammers without needing to take a perk or being a fighter class for it. Small size bonus. Yeah, that's pretty good too. I think that's why my guys are real tanky. The spell focus is what I'm going to be going for full. At least I'm getting all the extra kills. Nothing respawns in this game. Once they're dead, they're dead. Enhancements. Got my Necro Touch, Electric Touch, and Skeleton Knight. Destiny, I don't know about. I've got Destiny skill point on my other wizard, on the other server. I don't know how to spend them yet. I might have to look that up. And if we go to items, this is where you can see your armor, your attack bonuses, and stuff like that. Also, you can lock items that you might not want to sell and your pet options too.
With the second signal crystal activated, you hear the stone door at the base of the cavern rolling open.
Yeah, but I might be doing this quest tomorrow again with my friend if he ends up playing. I'm hoping he'll actually stream this game because this game is a lot of fun to stream. I mean, this is all the quests. I don't think this is all the quests. This is so some of the quests in the game. Yeah, because this is only going up to level 5. It's like level 20 quest stuff. So I'm guessing this only goes up to the highest level quest I can take. That's level 5. Which is weird. That has to be a new feature in the game because normally it would have all the quests. But this is the main stuff you want to get up. The instant level 7 character builds come in handy because you can just bypass some of the slower parts of the game. Let me just go past you for a sec. Can my pet use a shrine? I never tried that before. Oh my god, my pet can use the shrine. That's why I had to recast him, but I guess I can just get my pet to use shrine and then yeah. Ooh, protection, that's a nice thing. And fortification. That's the thing I was talking about, fortification. So now I've got this up. It makes it a bit harder to crit me. And protection adds a +1 to my armor. So like, they're supposed to give you armor. Like mage armor will give me +4 to armor, but from wearing armor, it won't stack up. But protection will stack upon all the armor buffs and stuff. So you can have a protection, shield, and then another one to boost your armor up to maximum. We're on the Origin server. So if anyone's actually watching right now and interested in playing this game and get this game, it's free to buy, free to download. It's free up to a certain point, and you need a subscription or buy the game. But whenever you get a subscription, you get 500 turbine points. And if you keep getting subscription and save the points up, you can pretty much buy and unlock the entire game if you want. Or you can just buy the classes and stuff you want, and yeah. There was a lifetime membership for this game. I wish I got it because that would have been so good. I've been selling it so much. This game has been around for years and it's been free to play. It's probably the longest going free to play game that still gets updates constantly. Like every month I think there's a new update for this game. No other free to play game has that. They usually give you an update every now and then. And even the full paid games like World of Warcraft, they only give you updates once a year and make you pay full price for them. This game, if they've been out DLC, it's free. If you got a subscription, you can buy the DLC as well. So if you bought most of the game and then they've been out of DLC, you can buy the DLC and just play the game for free. But still, I mean, it's only like $20 or Australian, which is like $10 American or what are the exchange rate is right now. I'm not really 100% sure.
Chills run down your spine as you finally come face to face with a dragon that has been terrorizing Korthos. Even at rest, it is a truly awesome beast.
Did I actually attack through the wall? I don't know if that thing can actually hit you or not, but usually I run past it because I know you're supposed to run to the store. But it's funny that thing can actually hit you.
The door at the rear of the cabin pops open. Artists affected by the roar of combat rush out.
Scariest monsters in this game are probably the beholders because you just never know what that thing's going to do. It can hit you with disintegrate, it can hit you with petrify, it can turn you to stone. It can just instant kill you. It also nullifies all spells too. So if it beholder's looking at you, you can't cast any spells on it. So you have to get out of range to hit it with a spell. I hope it's got its eye on something else before you can attack it. There's anti-beholder items that can stop the attacks. Yeah, but if I die right now, I'll drop a stone, and then if I try to run away from the stone, I get like 10 or 20 seconds before I get teleported back to the stone. So if I actually die close to this, I'll be able to run here, use this to bring myself back up, and then heal up or something. But if I go down, I can another player's there. They can pick up your stone and take it to a shrine, so you can veg yourself as well. Because the one thing you don't want to do in this game is leave the dungeon. If you leave the dungeon, you lose so much XP out of it. Should we upgrade that ability?
The ground quavers, and you look down to see a tunnel beneath the ice. The dragon roars as it thunders after Selimas and Jeets and Talbron. The ruse is working.
When do you face the first dragon? I think the first dragon's won, but I think they added a few new dragons in since then. The giant hold. There's a mission to go kill an ice dragon, which is not a raid mission either. Oh, you have a choice to kill it or not kill it. A lot of people don't kill it because how strong it is. That's weird. When you do this level on elite, there's like a bunch of guards inside here.
Crystal glows with power as you engage the first control lever. But where is the second?
You normally, this game used to be if you're on elite, the enemies are just harder and that's it. But you still get the same amount of enemies. But now they've made it so now if you're on elite, looks like more stuff spawns, which is pretty cool. And they also hit harder too. Oops. Right. Okay, so I guess normal there'll be no enemies in these rooms. Hard there'll be enemies in one room, and elite there'll be enemies in both rooms. That's good to know. Oh, Twitch. Where's everyone? This is weird. There's none of the streamers I normally watch it on right now.
Feel fresh frozen air gust in from the newly opened door below.
I might have to stream. I might have to raid live, which is pretty good though, because she's a funny streamer. Also, it's fun killing her as well in Phasmo. She has challenge points there that all you have to do is like, if you need 500 points, you pretty much put a challenge and that guarantees her to die. Although I've been given her a chance lately, I've been trying to do challenges that has a good chance to live, but also still has the challenge part to it. I want to start doing community gaming stuff, and since our Twitch is now working and so is that extension for chat and stuff, second I can get some extra mods in the channel and stuff, I can probably start doing that. So I want to start doing like community games like Phasmo, Forewarn, Ghost Hunt. Oh, what's the name of that? I was gonna say Ghost Hunter Corp, but I changed the name to it now. I can't remember what the new name is. This gameplay has the most spells out of any MMORPG. Hey Cuddles! I was just talking about you before. How you going? Hope you're having a good night so far. Hope you're having a great night as well. I'm having a pretty good night. Yeah, it's Cuddles, one of the like greatest people I've ever met streaming so far. Like, super nice, friendly, super helpful and stuff. Just great attitude and everything. Like, always has this welcoming aura about her. Like, any chat she goes in, she's always just loved because she's such a nice person and stuff. It's always great to have Cuddles in my chat, and it's always good to see her. And it's fun to watch her play Phasmo and stuff too. And if anyone's in chat, I hope you give her a follow. Right, where do you think you're going? Get back here so I can kill you. what? They ran off. How far did they go? Yeah, please give Cuddles a follow. It'd be the best thing you ever did. You get to have watch someone with such a great attitude, such super friendly, super nice, and absolutely helpful for anyone who's starting out streaming or is streaming for a little while or is just thinking about starting streaming. She has such a great attitude. She's really good. So if you have any questions and stuff, you can ask her, and she'll probably help you out. Oh, you know how old this is, Gudra. You've played this game before. Well, considering how old this game is, and the fact that it's been free to play for the longest without dying, and the fact that they're adding DLC to the game every month, it's still a pretty good game. Yep. Yeah, yeah, I'm not playing Lost Ark right now. Actually, I haven't even tried that game yet. I mean, I've got Diablo and other games like Lost Ark, so yeah. And this game has more variety in it than Lost Ark. I'm also supposed to be playing this with Sonus as well, Kudra. So you should get this game too. You can play with me and Sonus. It's free to play. And it has a lot more to in the game than most other games. I think this is one of the few games that allows cross-play, cross classes and stuff. Like Rogue Paladin or Wizard Rogue or Rogue Source, Artificer Ranger, Artificer, whatever you want, whatever you can imagine, you can pretty much make a class like it.
Waves of psychic energy pound into you as you spot a green crystal on the ledge ahead. At last, this must be the quarry Mind Sunder.
Yeah, I'm running the Necromancer with Sonus, but I'm keeping my character at level 2 so I can run with him when he does decide to jump back on,
The
which
Mind
is hopefully
Flayer and
tomorrow.
dragon are locked in a contest of wills. This could be your chance to destroy the Mind Sunder. The Mind Flayer shrieks as it loses the Mind Sunder's power. The dragon reasserts its will and looks very annoyed.
Stupid Mindflayer.
Hey! Over here! Follow me. Peyton wants a word with you.
I've never had that before. I didn't even know he actually comes down and talks to you.
Here, take this portal, so you won't...
So, oh, it's this guy. This game is one of the better MMOs you can play. I said, what does the thing combine with? I need mines, arcane mine. So nimble hands, protective heart, arcane. Ah, here we go. So if I get that, I'll lose my +1 attack, but I'll gain some extra bonus stuff. They'll give me spell power and other stuff still. Equipment in this game is not too hard though. I mean, if you have a good, good intelligent item and stuff, so pretty much if you have a +5 intelligent item and +4 item on something else, you get rid of the +4 item and put something else there. Because it only goes off the higher stats. This might confuse you a little bit, but really, this means nothing because you only ever got to go up one of these trees in this. So all this stuff means nothing unless you're gonna. So since I'm going Necromancer, I ignore this, and go in here, and here. If you multi-class, so then you have like multiple of those. Every class gets 3, so if I have 3 different classes, I have 9 of these in this. So I'd have 10 different classes, trees I can work on. But the races and classes in this game, there's a lot of them. Have you seen all the new stuff in this game, Gudra? Oops, I need to turn on the other quest. I need that item for if I make an artificer. I'll retake this quest. So then I'll just come back here and pick up when Josh decides to play. Oh, if you're gonna start streaming anytime soon, Gudra, join my Discord. There's a link in the description. Oh no, it just says Discord. It'll actually take you to my Discord, and I'll set you up as a thing streamer. And if not, I'll just set you up as a. I don't know. I have to make another role for like something. But anyone who likes a good MMO would like this game because of the fact that this game has some most spells probably for any game. I mean, all this might be blank now, but I think this is how many slots I need to hold all my spells. Now, of course, since there's no mana regen and levels and stuff, I'm not going to use all those spells, but depending on the quest and depending on what's needed, I might end up using half of them. Oops, wrong one. I'll show off all the races and classes in this game in a second when I put this item in my shared bank, and also pick up some of these quests that need to be repeated, so I can show them off. Oh, that thing there's a guild invite. Someone guild invited me to join their thing, but I haven't clicked on it yet. What? Oh, it's just bound. Oh, you bastards. There's some of those you can pick up that aren't bound to character, they're bound to account, so you can like swap them over to put them in shared bank and give them to your artificer when you make them. Artificer is a class that lets you have a ruined arm and a repeater crossbow, and this will add damage onto that crossbow. So this has force on it. So if I have this equipped and I start using a crossbow, If had like a holy flame burst crossbow, it'll do holy damage, fire damage, and force damage on top of it, which can happen because I've had that before. I've had like holy burst and a whole bunch of other multi-elemental weapons that then like combined with a rune arm just stacks up the damage to insane amounts. And also you get for artificer you can have like coatings for your weapon, so you can like make it so your weapon does fire, acid burst as well. So you can have like fire burst, acid burst, holy, then your rune arm damage on top of it. And when you hit one target, all you see is a bunch of numbers. It's insane but funny, but pretty cool too. Okay, let's show you the classes, and then I might do the solo stuff, and then try it out. So mainly we've got your fighter, barbarian. Usually Sonus likes to make these ones. Your paladins, your monks. Monks are pretty good because I think they have a lot of help healing abilities and stuff. Your spells, you've got your sorcerer, which is pretty much like a wizard, except they've got like a ton more mana than wizards do, but they have other restrictions like you can't change your spells out on the fly. You're stuck to all your spells, so you can only change them out daily, or a couple out daily, I think. Where wizards might have less mana, but they're free to change their spells at any shrine or tavern. Cleric. Also, sorcerers now have elemental forms, so they can become a wind elemental, earth elemental, fire or water elemental, and have a bunch of buffs and stuff based on whatever element they picked. Clerics, pretty much obvious, they're pretty much your healers. I've seen battle clerics though. They can also have the ability to heal MPs as well, so they can restore other clerics' mana, I think, or and wizard mana and other mana used in classes like rangers and stuff. Wizards, you got your archmage, your necromancer, and then another one. Favorite souls is sort of like a paladin sort of cleric. So this is like a healer cleric sort of thing. They're pretty good. They also get like a favorite weapon too, so you can have like a ranger one of these, so all your range attacks will do holy damage. Druids are fun because you can turn into a wolf or a bear, so you can either become DPS or a tank. They got a lot of healing spells too, depending on what you do. They're pretty much like versatile class. Warlocks I have not played yet. It would not surprise me if Sonus makes a warlock. So I'm guessing that I get like a summoning monsters and stuff. Specialists, you got your ranger. They get companions. They also get some pretty good abilities like fear arrows that can also, if they crit, have a chance to perform phantasm killer on the enemy and instantly kill them. They can also have abilities like banish outsiders and other stuff like that. And also slay arrows where they can like do a shot every certain amount of time that can instantly kill something. And if it doesn't kill, can still cause a massive amount of damage. Rogue, these are important for raids because you need them to open locks, disable traps, and all that stuff. But they're good for healing. They can also play their music, and any enemies that hear it will get stunned for ages. Also, when one needs jump into PvP, you're pretty much screwed because if they play a song, they can keep you stuck in the PvP zone forever until you kill yourself. Artificer, that's the class I was talking about. Your rune, they're like repeaters, crossbows, but the rune arm can also stack, and they also get special spells to increase damage on arrows and change the elements of the arrows, so they can have multiple elements going at once. They can even have like fire arrows with flame bursts, repeater, and a flaming ruin arm. So if they hit an ice beam, they're gonna do fire, 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 and a bunch more fire damage on top, which is pretty good because if you have it set up like what mine was, you pretty much can take on elementals with the perfect type and alchemist. Haven't run one yet. My friend Harkonnen did. He turned himself gold. It's like Stone Skin but better. Apparently you can turn yourself all different elements and stuff, and yeah. Look like it'll be a fun class to play. And then you've got your iconic heroes. Now you'd have to buy these, but if you have Finny VIP, you can just pretty much use them anyway without even having to buy them. VIP, unlike World of Warcraft, this game, if you're VIP, you have access to everything. So you've got, and these ones have a hidden ability. So each race has a. Oh, I'll show race first before I show them. So you got your Asmir, the Angel Sword ones, Dragonborn. I think that was added in the last update or a few updates ago. So yeah, you can actually be a dragon. They get like an element of your choice, so they can either be fire, ice, corrosive, or electric dragon, Drow elf. You can unlock these at I can't remember now. I think when you get to a 400 or no 200 or maybe 100 faction points for one of the main faction groups, it will let you unlock the Drow elves. Dwarfs, these are ice unlocked. They're pretty good tanks and stuff. Each race has their own feats, specialties, set stats and stuff. Like Dragon will have more strength and charisma but lower dex, so they have 10 strength, 10 charisma, but like 6 dex to start off with. But yeah, every single race in the game has their own unique stuff as well. Wood elf, gnomes. Gnomes are pretty good. That's why I like my necromancer being gnomes now because of all the extra abilities and stuff they get. Halflings, half elves. I think they get the human traits. Like humans are good because they get extra feat slots every couple of levels, which means you can add on. Half orcs. I think Sonis had a half orc tank on the other server when they first came out. Yeah, so human will have the human traits every couple of levels. So if you build them up, say that it's like a multi-class, like my wizard rogue, I'm a human because the extra trait slot helps me improve my rogue side as well as my wizard side. Turfling, that's like your demon-looking thing. They make pretty good bards and stuff, and the iconic hero for bard is one of these guys, and it's actually a pirate bard. Your shifters, I think they're supposed to be like a wild animal, mostly like hand-to-hand combat sort of stuff, which is pretty cool. And your wolf forge, when you get to 400 points, you unlock this. If not, you have to buy it for like 900 points or something. But yeah, it's not hard to get to 400 points. All you have to do is do all the starter quests on late, most of the harbor quests on late, and then if you unlock that. These things are pretty good because they have built-in armor, they're immune to sleep, poison, held attacks, and a whole bunch of other stuff. They pretty much make awesome tanks because they're not affected by crowd control halt abilities. Now these iconics, when you make one of these up, automatic level 15, but you can choose not to level up, so you can like go back, so you can leave the area where you start for each one of these guys, go back to the starting area, and level up and still get XP for the low level quest, even though you've got enough XP to level to 15. So you can pretty much like build up all your XP and shit. By the time you even get to 15, you've probably got enough extra XP to hit level 20. I think that's how I got my wizard on the other side to level 20 so fast. But yeah, you got your specialty rogue. I don't think I can show you the special abilities they unlock. But each one of these have their own special iconic hero tree as well. I think this guy here gets a very powerful paladin thing. I made a fighter on the other server, re-rolled him with a greater heart of wood so I could reset his whole thing. Yeah, I'll probably still be on there. But yeah, when I re-rolled him, I made him a paladin because he has a perk which allows you to swap out, make it so his melee attacks go off his charisma instead of strength. So I had a low strength paladin, but I had a huge charisma boost paladin. So pretty much all my paladin like turn undead and shit hit super hard. And because my attack was now got off my charisma, my sword was still hitting harder than it normally would because paladins usually even out to, yeah, most of the time for paladins you have like 16 or 14 strength because you need to have these up to 14 as well. But because I was going off of charisma for my melee attack, I can drop my strength down to 10 and be absolutely fine because I'm still going to be doing maximum melee damage. This is the, I haven't tried this one yet. I think they're supposed to be really good clerics. Blade forges I have made though, they're pretty much like a spiky warforged two-handed paladin. You can do like a preset thing in Path, so you can do this and it pretty much automatically levels up your character to have like best stats and stuff for your class, or you go custom, which I normally do anyway. But yeah, Bladeforge loses the Warframe race abilities, but gains Bladeforge abilities instead, which is a lot better. Same with the Deep Gnome Wizard as well. It's gained like a whole bunch of specialty stuff. This thing is a pretty cool Ranger. I've got one of these going. Here's your Pirate Bard as well, which is pretty cool. And then your Shifter again. Have not made this. I think this is the newest class they added. Hmm. What stats does Shifters have? Yes. Shifters higher starts with higher dexterity and lower intelligence. So that make actually make what? So that actually might make a good ranger then. No good rogue though, because rogues need intelligence and dexterity. The only reason why a wizard rogue works though, because you need dexterity for your skill checks and your dodges and stuff. But wizards, there's a perk when you have so much intelligence that you can actually get your reflex save go off your intelligence instead of your dexterity. So if you have like 40 intelligence, you pretty much have like a massive reflex save. That's why I made my wizard rogue. But the customization, actually, I might show up the customization too, because there's a lot of customization in this game. Um, to do that, let's change the race to who haven't I messed with yet? Mess with them. Oh, That's weird. This class can't be a shifter. Now I can. Let's just do that. I'm not actually gonna make this character. I'm just gonna rush through to show all the different customizations you get for your feats and stuff. So pretty much these are all the feats you get. Depending on your race, you also get like special ones like this. You also get your class feats for some things like wizards and rogues and stuff have special class feats that you can that gives you just an extra bonus item too. But you can go into like a lot of different specialties and stuff here. So as you can see, there's a ton of different hairstyles, eyebrows, eyes, like all the customization you can do to the characters and stuff is crazy. Color changes of everything. Then you get your alignments too, depending on what class you have, depends on what sort of alignments you can get. But yeah, I've got a bard. See, I didn't level to 15 with any of these characters, so I can still get maximum XP. And I can still run with my friend, but also because they're iconic, I can also send them to the Forgotten Realm, which I've not yet done. Yeah, but a lot of games you're restricted to only that one class that you pick. Although some games you can like change your class on the fly, like New World. I think you pretty much your class goes off whatever weapon you're using, if I remember correctly.
You have searched every area within the miller's home save the basement.
Still no cuddle stream. Oh yeah, it's on my pet. But this game has so much to it. I mean, even games that haven't been out just as long as this game stuff don't even have half the stuff this game has. Because most games, when you have a rogue class, all it means is that you can do extra damage backstabbing and stuff like that. It's not really much else to it. Burglar class on Lord of the Rings, you can debuff and stuff.
Ever-bright lamps litter the basement floor. The miller has told you the goods meant for the coin lords are in the back room of the basement. A particularly nasty-looking iron defender charges forward.
This game does have crafting, it does have a bunch of other stuff to it too, like there's a raid you go to the Shroud. Pretty much that's like one of the most farms raid because you get crafting materials from it and you can make some of the best weapons and stuff in the game. If if you saw my bow I have from the shroud,
Acquired the miller's
pretty
dwelling.
much if I did this with my, where's the weapon this? If I did that with my bow shroud, it would start up here and then go all the way down underneath here because there's just that many effects on it. But I think you can only have 2 shroud items equipped, like a weapon and item, I think. So you can't just have like goggles, helmet and shit with like all the stats you need to make an ultimate character. Nah, I won't need to take that again because these are solo missions, so even if I'm with my friend, I can't really join and help him because they're solo. That's not a solo quest. This is a solo one. Yeah, but this is just to show you some of the spells you get for level 1. Each level you can have up to 5 spells, and I think there's like 8 or 9 different levels of spells. Can't remember. I think it's 8 or 9. But there's a lot of spells and a lot of unique stuff. Boom. Yeah, but in this game, the pace is distraction if you want the XP and stuff, but since I already did this mission before. Wait, did I do this mission before? Yeah, so you get penalized if you keep repeating quests and stuff. But if you repeat the quest during the like normal, medium, and hard and stuff, you won't get penalized for that because each difficulty is its own unique run. So you can technically run each mission 3 times and still get full XP for it each time. Yeah, but some of these quests can get like really complex, and you can get lost in some of these levels too. Like the crypt level with the water and shit. There's just so many different ways you can go in that water. It's easy to get turned around.
Thieves gone. Goods are safe and secure once more. The thief laughs as you approach.
That dipsqueak sent you to take us down, all right?
Just one. The boss gasps in disbelief as he
How dare he taunt me? think sorcerers get all their spells from the start, and they just get to pick which spells they want straight away. But wizards, you have to learn them all. Wand of Enfeebling. The one quest that if you ever play this game you want to repeat, it's this one right here. You get one of the most useful items in the entire game from him. It's called the Muckbane. Slimes are super deadly to your items in this game. Like if you use a sword or anything that's not wood on a Muckbane or a Rust monster, your weapon's pretty much going to get destroyed almost instantly. But the Muckbane is made of wood and has like Oozebane on it, so it's really good for killing slimes and stuff. And doesn't take any damage from the, well, it takes a standard damage instead, like the severe damage it would normally take from a ooze. So whenever you play this game and you run in a melee class, you want to farm for Muckbanes because you're gonna need them. There used to be a solo quest there, or all these quests keep getting moved around to different places. Swiss pet. I can't have my pet in this mission because my pet would kill them all. And as you can see, do not stay any of the dogs.
The beast's ribs show through its skin, a result of mistreatment by its masters.
Yeah, well, I hope my friend will start playing this game again soon and we can start streaming it together because this game is actually fun to play and stream, and there's a lot of replayability to the game too. Like, if you haven't played the game before and you don't have access to some of the iconic heroes and stuff, when you make a character and stuff, you're pretty much stuck with a 28-point build. But when you get your faction stuff up, you can have ability to make really powerful characters and stuff. Why are you getting stuffed on? Come on, dogs. Some of the hardest missions are the ones where you can't kill anything. There's a Cobalt mission that's really hard because you're not allowed to kill the Kobolds, but there's so many of them. Well, you can't kill certain Kobolds, I think. That's actually pretty good. Good armor and a dodge chance. That combined with my Lurve now, and yeah, it'll be set. What the hell is this building? Yes, that's the Gatekeeper Grove. Yes, they've added so many quests to the game, some areas I've never been to before. Like, I've been to the Gatekeeper Grove, but I never, like, know what the hell I'm doing there. I did a few of the new missions. So these are the non-destruction missions. So there's like some levels that have like restrictions in that, so you have to like be careful. The hell? No spiders outside? Oh, I forgot to summon my pet again. Good thing though in this game, you can actually get your pets to activate levers and other stuff too. So if you know saying it's traps, you can just set your pet in to get killed, activating that.
The spider is no longer infected.
Also, if there's a lever, problem with wizards is they always have low strength. So if there's a lever that requires 16 strength or more, my skeleton's got more than enough strength to actually pull that lever. So I can actually use my skeleton to bypass that sort of stuff. Same with hirelings too. If you get like a healer, like a cleric one, you can use your cleric hireling to activate wisdom runes and stuff. If you're not running a wisdom character. So it's like a way to get around some of your weaknesses for like if you want solo stuff. Whoops. I broke one of them. That's not too bad, I've still got 9 left. I'm collecting the mushrooms and stuff because there's a really easy recipe that binds your items to your character, but you can also, or your account, but you can also make it so you can add force damage to your items too, or other effects, like, oh, what's those other effects? Come on, it's really complex craft and stuff. It's like, well, it's not craft, it's more like a crafting buff, I was saying.
You cleared the infestation from the crypt's northern wing.
So, like this, boost my armor thing. Since I've got +3 armor on this, I'd only get 1 armor off of it. But with my protection, I would also get plus whatever protection as well on top. Maybe waste on these light potions, even though I probably won't need it.
You hear a massive body moving about on 8 spindly legs. The spider's lifeless body crunches under your boots.
Oh, that's a good one. Potency. Potency stacks on top of like the other ones too. So if you have like, as you can see, I think that increases my extra damage by 40 power, but also potency will add an extra 18 on top of that. Like other stats, you can only get 1 boost of each thing as well. So it'll always go off the highest stat. But there's other stats that can bypass those stats, and yeah, that's the mini dungeon, final dungeon for this area. it's not solo. I don't even know where half these solo quests are. A good thing is, say, you don't have a quest log in this game pretty much. So you don't have to like, you can pretty much like have all the quests picked up and shit. You're not gonna have like 5,000 quests in the quest log and you're trying to figure out which quest you're supposed to do because each quest leads to a door or an instance and has its own area and shit. So yeah, as long as you know which quest you want to do and stuff, you just need to find the door. That's new. That's an owlbear. I just watched an anime with one of those in it. That's cool. Is this the other solo quest? I know there's one more solo quest. Yeah, so if I do a normal medium like that, I'll get like don't want to join Reaper. Wait, Reaper? Yeah, I probably don't want to join Reaper, but as long as I do on each rank, I'll still get maximum XP for each rank I do it on. I'm sure there's still one more solo quest, but I just don't know where it is. So I think there's a gambling den. That's got removed. Well, I guess. Oh wait, no, gambling den wasn't solo. Sure, there's still one more solo quest, so maybe there wasn't. This for the this is the worst quest in the game. Super hard because there's like so many combos and you can't kill anything. If you kill stuff, you end up failing a mission if you kill too many of a certain type. And because they swarm you, there's a thing when in an instance, if you got more than a certain amount of enemies, you'll get a green skull come up, which means they'll do more damage, I think, than a yellow skull. So every time they hit you, they can stun you and shit. And then red skull, pretty much every hit will stun you straight away, and they can just pretty much beat the crap out of you. You can't do anything until you start killing them off. Auction houses are pretty good. Different armors, different clothing, companion stuff, jewels, and weapons. Ton of weapons in this game. In Sonic, you need to either have a class that has it unlocked or gives you a feat to unlock it or a race that unlocks it, or you have to unlock it yourself. But during that, all the exotic weapons have -4, but if you unlock it, you get like bonus towards that weapon too. But it looks like I've done every single solo mission in the game now. That's the one I'm thinking of down now. One of the best features to add to this game, you can actually now press shift to fall down faster when feather falling, which is good. Maybe it's this one here. Is this the last solo quest? No. Oh crap, fell off. There's your mounts. Although mounts are only really good for these areas and the wild areas where you try and get around faster. What's this? Alkaline Mines. Oh, cool. I didn't realize that stuff would start showing up here. Must be another recent update or update thing I didn't know that because I haven't had any full set item stuff before. This really, if you had a guild ship, guild ships are massive customized ships that you can get in a guild and stuff, where you can pretty much add like crafting facilities, bars, taverns, pretty much everything you would ever want. You can add to your guild ship. These are just some of the guild ships you can get. The bigger you get, the more rooms, the more crafting spaces, and extra stuff you can have with it. The only thing I didn't like about starting new servers, that me and Silence put a lot of work on the other server to build a guild ship.
Stormglory Bolt.
And I think we have a tier 2 or 3 ship, which I've been working on the upgrades for. But, I mean, we can probably get back to that on this server. If Goodra joins us, then there'll be like 3 people leveling up a guild. Be better than 2. But yeah, we got like a little 20-cent guild with just 2 people. Although we did have some people that joined and leave or join and never played again, and yeah. Yeah, but when I get enough faction points, I can come talk to this person. Oh, that's the one that upgrade the inventory. This person here. You want to get enough faction, I can talk to this one, and then that's just how you unlock Drogue for free to play. So pretty much once you've unlocked the this stuff, it says unlocked for the entire server, but only for that server. Like on the other server, I've got the instant level 7 builds, the 32-point builds, and all that stuff, but the server I don't. Or 32-point builds, you would have saw when I was building the other character up and stuff, he only had 28 points for like his stats, and when you get to 1000 or 2000 Saint, you unlock the 32-point build, so those 3 extra stats might not seem like much, but it means a lot in the end game because every stat point counts for a decent class and decent character. But yeah, since I've finished every single solo quest now, I might raid out. I can't level up anything, or I could probably do some other quests, but I want to wait for my other friend to jump back on, so let me just log out. Set this to be right back. And let's see who I can raid. Might raid Lycan. I want to raid Doe or Cuddles, but they're not streaming tonight. I think it's their off day. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the little tutorial of DDO and some of the cool stuff in the game, and hopefully it might make you want to play it. See you next time.